Okay, number 5 in your assignment is talk about tangent lines. Tangent lines are your slope at a given point. So when we did our example with the table on 9, where we found the values as we got closer and closer and closer, right? In 1A.2, that's what that's describing. Okay, it's like how can I get as close without touching the line to my value and where it's approaching? So tangent line is you're identifying the direction of the slope. So if I'm at -4, I know that the slope is negative, right? So I want to find the negative line that is going to be as close as possible to it, but without actually touching all the points at the same time, if I can't avoid it. So you choose your closest point that you can get as close to the graph to finding it. And my closest point would be -5, 3. So, yes.
What does this paper look like, Ms. Jones?
James.
So -5, 4. It's a little further away. You want to be as close as you can. So like a tangent, I want to get as close as I can to the graph, but without touching as many points as I can. So we would use -5, 3 because it gets me as closer, gets me a little closer of a line, a tangent to the graph. Without being all in their face. So like I am tangent to this chair, but I'm not on all parts of the curve. Does that make sense? So I'm getting close, but I'm not on the entire, my whole body's not like this one. Okay. All right, then I'm no longer tangent. I'm now harassing. Okay, yes.
Record that and get like a
What,
class angle.
So how can we make the other line?
So you're finding a point that would help you make a line that would create that tangency to get you as close as possible. So here, my closest point would be -5, 3. And that would be my tangent line to it. Okay. And it keeps going down. So you're just finding that. Once I have that, then it's just A-Rock, right? I was being funny. It's like 4. If you did -4 or 1, it's fine. So here on this, -2.25 is an example of when you're on a max or a min. Anytime it's a max or a min, it's going to be a horizontal situation. Your tangent is going to be horizontal. It's the perfect opportunity to only go through that one point, right? So it's going to be a horizontal tangent right here. Okay. And so you can choose any X value as long as it's along that horizontal. So I chose -3, -7.5. It doesn't matter as long as it's along this horizontal.
So it just has to be on 7.5.
It has to just be on 7.5. And that's because either way, it's going to still be what? 0. I'm going to get 0 no matter what I choose as long as it's on that -7.5. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's going to happen because I'm at a minimum or a maximum. It's going to happen. 0.9s, 0.9s, you know, trying to get a little funky with it, like a little close as possible.
Which dot is that?
1.5. So at 1.5, because technically it wasn't really on 1. So I was like, oh, it's kind of close. But you can put it at 1.
Write it like that or no?
I'm okay if you put 1.
One right.
There are answers that are close to it, yes. Like you have, if this was a test question, you would have room for error. Like you would have a 0.01 span of right or wrong.
Wait, so like on the green, you couldn't do like 2. You have to do 3.
So if you did 3.2, it would make it go further out a little bit. But you can tell it's a pretty steep slope. Yeah. But yeah, I think you would have room. I think I don't know how the graders are going to grade. As far as me, if you put 3.2, I would be okay with it. I would grade it and go from there, as long as you did the work and justified it. Okay. Also, the fact is that you pay attention to it's a negative slope or a positive slope. That is the key thing. Is your slope negative or positive? So all of these are telling you roughly the rate of change at that specific point. So roughly the rate of change at -4 is whatever you get here. Roughly the rate of change at -2.25 is whatever you get here. Well, this one's exactly because it's a minimum.
And we use the top point on the like equal as.
It does not matter which one you use, it's X1 and Y1. Okay, so that's your number 5 going over tangent. So again, tangent is you want to get close to the curve, but you don't want to consume it. Does that make sense? I want as little, as piece of it that's close around that point. That's what a tangent is, okay? All right.